In today's video, I will be taking a look at why things are about to likely turn around for Bitcoin, crypto, and stocks. Now, it's no surprise that we have been getting hit with bad news after bad news during this market. But we need to get one concept straight. We buy low and sell high. And right now, many people want nothing to do with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But those people might be left in the dust if they don't seriously consider what I'm about to show you guys. But before we get started, be sure to gently hit the like button. So with that being said, let's get right into it. First things first, here's an interesting fact. This is the worst annual returns for the 60-40 portfolio in 100 years. So this, in fact, is the worst market in 100 years ever recorded. So if you're still here, then you need to pat yourself on the back. Not only that, but premiums are getting out of control to the highest it ever was at the top of the mortgage crisis back in 2018, which was this level at around 1.75, and we were already at 2.5, and it shows no signs of stopping. This could also get really ugly really fast for the puts, especially if we take a look at the SPY breadth. So if we take a look at this, all these red circles right here, stocks have always been higher 6 months to 12 months later. And each time, according to this chart, this has triggered a massive rally for stocks. And we could see this happening again, because we were also seeing the DXY, the dollar, losing a lot of strength. We are seeing smart money walking away from the largest trade out there, the DXY. And now we know from history that the DXY and also the USDT are inversely correlated with Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market cap. And according to TechDev, here's what happens. We see a change in DXY first, followed by a double top in USDT dominance. And each time those went down, Bitcoin went up. So it looks like things are going to be going up for Bitcoin. And you want some more proof? Well, how about this? You remember how there's a fixed supply of Bitcoin? Well, there are only ever 21 million Bitcoin, real actual Bitcoin, and if we take a look at this, the exchange inflow monitor saw that inflows of stablecoins into exchanges over the last 3 weeks in the wake of the FTX collapse suggests the sell-off is being absorbed by spot buyers and not speculators. So those are people buying Bitcoin and holding it for the long term. More and more people are becoming aware that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. Which brings us to this chart and the proof that Bitcoin is turning around. Well, here we have the RVGI, which has switched from red to blue. And every time it has done this previously, the bottom was already in, or we were already somewhere somewhat close up to the curve. Not only that, but this is the last piece of evidence you need to know that tells us things are about to change for the entire market. Because here we have the Bitcoin halving rally, and historically we have rallied on every halving period. The rally started 14 to 18 months before the next halving month, and the next estimated halving is on March 2024. And the last candle was sitting at 16 months before the next halving, which means this could be the beginning of the coming rally. So if history repeats, the bottom could already be in, and it should not be long before we see the start of the crypto rally. And if Bitcoin were to rally pre-halving again from here, its top could be at around $39,000 to $50,000 per coin. Lastly, crypto is dead articles are starting to surface again. And in every previous cycle, when everyone is calling Bitcoin is dead, well, that's about time when it tends to bottom out and things turn around. Well, look at this. Bitcoin has died over 100 times in 2017 and over 100 times in 2018. And that's what we see right now around the bottoms. And in terms of the macro environment, well, gasoline prices have fallen below where the war started, which means that inflation has stopped in June already, so more than likely it's turning around. And you know what does extremely well after inflation peaks? Well, stocks and the rest of risk assets, like Bitcoin and crypto. And according to this chart, the S&P 500 index in the 12 months leading to and following peaks in inflation across historical episodes, well, it turns out the S&P 500 anticipates peaks in inflation after a month, but after inflation peaks, which is the black line right here, look at what happens. It just goes straight up. And if we are having inflation being over, which is what we are seeing right now, well then we might be heading for a price increase all across the markets. And we are also getting extremely close to the all-time high drawdowns, which is about 78%. So we have all those indicators, all the charts telling us that Bitcoin and crypto are ready to make a comeback. And right now, one of the things that you need to remember is that we need to buy low and sell high. Majority of people will catch FOMO at the very top and only buy when there is a big amount of greed in the market. So the Bitcoin halving is coming, crypto's here to stay and is not going anywhere. But despite the current bearish trends in the markets and price fluctuations, there are projects that are still building. Just like my good friends at XDAO, who have just closed on a $2.3 million investment round at a $50 million valuation to develop a multi-chain and multi-purpose DAO builder. And DWF Labs, Telos Foundation, and Grizzly Capital were some of the companies that have invested into XDAO. Not only that, but XDAO is also supported by market giants such as BNB Chain, Polygon, Near Foundation, and Avalanche. So if you're doing your research into projects during this market, and if you want to be able to create a DAO on their platform, then XDAO needs to be in your radar. So with that in mind, thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. Until next time.